Right, so taking a look at these guys here, oh, let's not use that take. Oh, there's like a little bit of a black line there. Do people care about that? Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here. Welcome to my review for the DX BoonBoomger Robo from the most recent series, BoonBoomger. Honestly, I don't know how they keep knocking these names out of the park. Every year it's like, is it going to be Robo or O at the end? I don't know. It just excites me. Or is it like last year where they're just like, to hell with it. Just make the name of the Sentai and the Robo the same. I don't even care anymore. So before we get started, obligatory joke about wanting to get out. I mean, I'm sure after all these quote-unquote jokes, you already want to get out. I mean, I want to get out of here. Taking a look at the box real quick, I always really enjoy the mecha and changer boxes, as I mentioned in my changer review, if you check that out, which is actually going to be crucial to understanding some mythology coming up here in this review, which you may or may not get. But yeah, overall looks pretty cool, nice and colorful. If you're someone that appreciates the boxes and you want to save them, you know, they always have cool promo art and just kind of a general cool look to them. You know, I know some people will display them and stuff, so yeah, just showing that off. Also, as I mentioned in the review for the changer, this is the individual release, but you can also buy the changer and this as a set because they do work together, and we will show off the sounds for putting the changer on its back. But if you want to see the sounds for the individual ones, that is in the changer review. I can't be giving out all the freebies, guys. Alright, so now let's take a look at these guys. I've been pretty honest from the beginning. Vehicle Sentai isn't usually my thing. I've been pretty endeared to BoonBoomger lately, though, so they have grown on me a bit, but I still do find the designs to be overall boring. In particular, the individual little cars, like, they're pretty basic. Like, there's not a lot of personality to their individual designs. I think most of the personality comes from the auxiliary formations, which are surprisingly badass, and the way that they function, as well as, you know, functioning with the changer and stuff. So I do think there's positives here. It's still not 100% my thing, but I do appreciate the way that these are going to pop open when we do the gimmick here, spoiler alert, and the way that they work with the changer. I think it's an overall pretty fun synergy that I think if you're into vehicle Sentai and vehicle mecha, or if you're, you know, a kid in Japan or a kid collecting these, I think it's really going to work. I think they have a fun synergy here, even if it's not 100% thing. 100%, wow, you know, I retire. 100% thing, I said it again! 100% my thing, design-wise. I've been doing this for like 10 years. It also comes with this little, like, helper bot guy, which I assume will be in the show at some point, who is kind of like a little pit crew guy from the Cars movies, but he's going to become important later when you rip off his face. Give me your face, because you're going to be able to put the little face on of the buddy bot, spoiler alert. I don't know why there's spoilers, there's no plots here. It's no longer a secret, it's information. This is probably the only individual design of these three that I really do like. I think it is kind of cool and unique to have basically an all-white Zord for the Red Ranger with just some red accents, and I think it has the most personality. Like, these other two just look like nondescript cars. This is a descript truck. It literally says its name on it. But I don't know. I actually do dig the design for this. For this. I do dig the design for this. This is for me. Yes, I like this design. No, but I do like this design. It's not like turning me around on Car Sentai, but look, it rolls. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is actually this little gimmick here where we're going to spread its legs. Hey-oh! That's what she said. But actually this gimmick is involving popping the hood open. Here we go. Can we do the simple tasks awesome? There we go. There we go. So the idea is it's going to insta-transform individual Zords. So pop blue on here. Pop blue on here. We got it right here. And then pop it forward and there we go. And it insta-transforms it for you pretty much for transforming it in the Megazord mode. That's honestly pretty fun. I really dig that. Again, this is what I'm talking about where I think the personality comes from the gimmick. I think kids will find this to be a hoot and a half. Now here we go with pink. How colorful my hoodie is. Anyway. Oh, that was anticlimactic. For some reason in my head, I was expecting a panel to pop out over there because of how much blue just flourished. You did amazing, sweetie. You got to work on it, guys. I mean, what kind of show is this? You just kind of like half put up your DeLorean door. It's not even a full DeLorean door. Now we can transform it into its mecha mode. That looks screwed up. Before we put it in its full-on transformed mode, this is kind of basically what you get for your little mini-bot here. Now you can put his little hat on so you can have it represent our little Boombot friend from the series here. Just, you kind of put it on like a hat. And you see there, you get his little friendly face, which is overall really neat. I really do appreciate that conclusion. It's small and simple, but it's really nice for those of you that may want to display it this way. I really do appreciate that. But even setting that aside for this second, I have to say I really like it like this. I know that the arms are a little scrawny, and it's not that I hate blue and pink's arms on there, but it definitely just feels more like auxiliary additions and they kind of stick out like sore thumbs, whereas I feel the colors flow a lot better when you don't have them on there. The arms are a little scrawny, but I kind of wish that they just pumped the arms off and made this an individual Robo. But let's shut up and put these on now. All right, there we go. There we have the whole thing together. Again, it's not like it's terrible or anything, and I do like the way they function and stuff like that, but kind of reminds me of like the main mecha for Ryusoulger, which is basically just the Red Ranger's mecha wearing like arms. It doesn't change it all that much, and it just, I don't know, it kind of makes it stick out a little bit, and they seem more like auxiliary Zords, and I think the colors just flow better. Like when we first saw this, I'm like, I like it okay, but over time the design really grew on me, to be honest. I really like it outside of these just clashing a little bit, so I kind of have to say I prefer it without these arms on there. But I do have to admit, overall the design has grown on me. It does have a very classic Sentai mech feel to it, and yet has a lot of personality to it. As you can sort of tell, it doesn't really have the articulation anymore. You can move the legs a little bit, and then the arms will pop out like this, so that's kind of nice. You can't really twist the head. You can twist this off to make it look like someone sliced his head off, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 style. But you can't move anything like that. That's kind of unfortunate. I do miss that. And just for a quick comparison, I'm going to compare it to actually the Black Gold edition of King Oger, because the other one is in an all-together mode and it's getting ready to be shifted into storage. So he's, yeah, so it's about like the same scale-ish, give or take. You know, if you stand this guy up straight, he might be a little taller, but it's not like a drastic difference like the Don Brothers one. But I have to say, even though I do miss the articulation, and I thought that was a step in the right direction, I understand why they didn't do it here, because they were kind of going more for the functionality of the gimmick and stuff like that. And I have to say, compared to like older bricks, this one actually looks pretty good. It's kind of a good mix, in my opinion, between a classic Sentai brick and then something a little bit sleeker, and I overall actually do like the design of it. Saw a lot of people hating on it when we first got the demos, but I don't know, I was kind of into it. I really dig it, to be honest with you. Alright, so now real quick, let me just show you that this can have functionality with the changer. You pop the changer on the back here. Are we doing it wrong again? Oh, yes, we are! The button is right there! Oh, is it not on? My God. That means it's on. Right. The sun is shining on us again. Like that jingle. And you can press it normal, or you can use this to press it. But I'm just going to press it normal because that's annoying. I'm from the past. So, yeah, I actually really dig that. I think that's kind of neat. Like I mentioned in the review for the changer and a little bit at the beginning of this review, I do like that synergy. I think that people that collect all the stuff and really like the voices and all the connectivity will really enjoy that. I think kids will probably really like that. I always think that's really smart. I don't think they need to do it every series because I want to see them do stuff differently, but when they do have lines that have a synergy between the mecha and the changer and the gimmick, I think that's a lot of fun, and I really do appreciate that, even if the sounds aren't for me. Dig that jingle, though. And also, if for whatever reason you don't have room for the changer, or you want it out of your sight, it kind of stores nicely back there like a backpack. I mean, you'd put this down here. And that almost seems like it's part of the design. Oh, but that happens. Oh, there we go. That was my fault. I accidentally pushed it over. I'm like, how did it become so top-heavy? I mean, it is a little bit, but it's not so bad. All right, guys, but that is about the it for this thing. Overall, I'm more happy with this thing than I thought. Kind of like the changer, it kind of sits in this, like, 3 out of 5 recommendation. It's not like where I'm like, guys, this is the mecha of all time. You have to go out there and get it. But it's not like, oh, this thing's trash or anything. It's overall a pretty solid par for the course, you know, Sentai Mech experience. Honestly, in a lot of ways reminding me of the show itself, where it feels very almost nostalgic and at home. Like I said, it is a little bit better looking than some Sentai Mecha bricks, so I have to say I do quite like the design and have quite a bit of fun with it. It's not like a must-have, but I think if you like what you see, and you're enjoying BoonBoomger, and you're riding that high and you want to pick the mecha up, I think you'll be happy with it. I'm happy with it. But that's about it for this one, guys. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for all my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out. See you, boom.